Hi there, I'm Jim Raffle.
I'm Shelby Sapusik.
This is the Jim and Shelby Show, the all things print podcast.
And we are standing in front of the Las Vegas Convention Center.
We actually are.
First day of the Printing United Expo.
We are by the buses, so that's what all the background noise is.
Okay.
We've actually already been into the show.
Yes.
We were at a pre-show meeting with NewTek.
Yes, Cobra NewTek.
Cobra NewTek. We've learned a lot about third-party inks and how to replace them and the color profiles that go along with that.
Yep.
Yeah. The big thing that has always impressed me when we go to shows like this is how many times we get stopped in the aisles. It's crazy.
Well, the show's only been open for like 1 hour. And we were here yesterday during setup for a little while too. So we got to talk to some of our colleagues who are actual exhibitors while they were setting up booths. And today, hopefully we'll get to spend some time with attendees more.
And we got called something just about 20 minutes ago.
Funny.
We got called rock stars.
Yes, we did.
So for the next show, we're going to bring along some camera people and some security people.
We're thinking about it, yeah.
We actually are, so we can get some more recording right on the show floor.
And I think we should throw a party this time in Vegas.
A party, okay. So Shelby's got a few months to convince me of that idea. It is sunny, fabulous Las Vegas. It's about 80 and clear blue skies.
Yep.
So I think we're both enjoying the weather. Looking forward to stopping by a whole bunch of booths.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for this trip?
Not really. I'm just looking forward to reconnecting with people.
That's the big thing. I mean, this show hasn't happened in a couple of years.
Although we just got stopped by our friend Mike Roth, and he's launching a new company called Stealth Color.
Yeah.
We still need to
Color
do some
Beyond Human. I like the tagline.
Yeah, and so I mean, those are the kinds of things I'm looking for.
Okay.
Is what's new, what's exciting, what have I not heard about?
Okay.
And so Stealth Color, that's going to be the first one right there. I mean, that's point one.
Mm-hmm.
Cobra NewTek's basically replacement inks for your printers. It sounds like they're not just like coming in and saying, hey, here's the ink. They actually have a program in place.
Yep.
So again, it's something that already exists, but it's a better implementation of it.
And what's happening tomorrow morning, Jim?
Tomorrow morning.
Where are you going?
Well, I'm going to two things. I'm going to a print properties committee meeting.
Right.
And then I'm going to the academy where there's an induction ceremony. I was officially inducted last year online. But we're going to actually do an induction for the new people this year. There's 2 more new members. I can't say who they are yet. And I think the 4 of us who have been inducted in the 2 years that it didn't happen are going to get recognized in pictures and all kinds of fun stuff.
Very cool. Hopefully I can sneak in.
You can sneak in. I've already confirmed that you can sneak in and take pictures.
Because you know how we like to crash things.
Yeah. And we can. Well, speaking of crashing things, we're not crashing. A very good friend in the business. You know what? We're going to try and get him on camera this evening and add it to this podcast. My friend Ray Scheidler, who's been with X-Rite for a very long time, very active in standards committees and color. He's retiring at the end of the month. So we were fortunate enough to get invited to his retirement party over at Resorts, right over there.
Yep.
And so we'll be headed over there this evening, and we will get Ray to give us a few words, his thoughts on the industry. I think that'll be a great addition to this episode. Tomorrow we're going to an off-the-hook party, which I'm not sure I'm allowed to talk about.
I just think,
it's Mamaki. somehow we get invited to the parties, and so. But Mamaki's a very important partner of ours.
Yes.
We do a fair amount of work with both them doing training and their customers doing color management work because we're authorized to do that. So
and not that we play favorites. We like to say that we are RIP agnostic. We're printer agnostic.
We are. Ink agnostic, really?
Yeah, I mean, we work with all sorts of different vendors and printers and manufacturers, and even though we're in Cobra NewTek booth, we have a sign up in their booth, that was very kind of them to do. I mean, they're just a really good partner of ours, and asked us if we want to be part of their booth, and that's great. Hi, I'm Shelby Sapusik, and I am here in the Cobra NewTek Digital Ink booth. We're in the Center Hall 10510. We are partnering with them for the Printing United show, and it's about an hour before showtime. So we're excited. If you want to meet with us, or send me an email, shelby@colorcasters.com.
All right. So Shelby was showing you the other side of the NewTek booth. On this side, they're participating in some dealer training as they show the various dealers they work with how to convert the machines over. So we're trying to listen in and find out what kind of color management challenges come up with those types of conversions.
Any of the UV printers, he's going to have a free online color management training with Colorcaster that he's going to explain. I mean, this is Jim Rappel, represents Colorcasters.
Yep.
You can talk about.
Sure. So I'm Jim Raffle with Colorcasters. Can you guys hear me? So we're with Colorcasters, and we are also authorized by Printing United Alliance to lead their color management professional training class. So that's a class where someone can sign up for it online right through Printing United. If they're a member, it's $249. If they're a non-member, it's $309. But that's a recorded class, so they just go through it at their own pace. You can't talk to an instructor. There's no feedback. Shelby and I, who's behind the camera over here, we are authorized to lead that class both online and in person. So it's the same content, but we teach it actually over 2 days, 2 4-hour sessions online, and they're able to interact with us and ask questions. We've actually just led our first online one last week. We had five attendees. It went really well. One of them's already, I got an email this morning, one's already taken and passed the Printing United Alliance / IDEA Alliance certification exam. So they'll be the first person to get the new digital badge. So that's the other thing. Once you go through the class, you can take an online exam, and you get a digital badge that you can attach to your website, your email signature, whatever you want to do. And so what it does is it takes people through the basics of both color theory and color management theory and some of the practical application. And the reason we think that, I was talking with Gabriel yesterday, the reason we think this is so important is that people think they're intermediate or advanced in color, and they never learned the basics correctly. So what we do is we go back to the basics, and we give everybody a really solid foundation in color, both color theory and color management, and then they're much more well-equipped to build their own profiles, change their own color management settings, whatever it is they want to do from that point on. And so it's a really, really good in-depth 2-day course online. If they bought it directly from us, it's $500. So, and Gabriel's basically giving that away. So, right? All right, we are here with Joe Falcone from
Landa Digital Printing.
All right, and you were starting to explain to me how you print. So just take it away.
So just, I like to simplify everything because as Einstein said, is if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it. But we take 7 colors and we can print 96% of the Pantone library with a particle size that is the smallest in the industry, 500 nanometers thick. If you think about it, it's like the size of a dime compared to the size of the Earth. That's the size of the particle. We are dry when we hit the sheet, so we are agnostic to the substrate. 6500 B1 29 by 41 inch sheets per hour.
6100?
6500.
Wow.
And we're going to go up to 13,000 eventually. And inline UV and aqueous coating.
That's amazing.
So it is amazing. Every sheet is different.
And you can see the booth is busy. We had to move to let people get around us to get the
But
things.
if you look at the quality, if you go around and look at the different samples, you're going to say, is this continuous tone? This wasn't printed on an offset press. It's really remarkable.
There's the press right up there, right?
The brightness, yes. There's the press. The chassis is a Komori transport system with our print engine on top. So,
all right. Thank you so much for joining us, Joe.
Thank you, Jim.
Appreciate it. All right, I'm Jim Raffle, Jim and Shelby Show.
I'm Vic Patel with Craft Express.
You guys, it's going to seem like that episode 2, I think it was, but it's not, because we are live, well, not live. We're at Printing United, and we've got the tumbler press here, and I think Vic is opening up a tumbler, and I think we're going to make a Muto tumbler. Am I right? Are we making a Muto tumbler?
We're making a hard rock Muto tumbler.
Does it go this way or this way?
It's mirrored, Jim.
This way?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So here's our reverse printed on a Muto printer.
Here's our tumbler. Tape's down there, Jim.
Oh, it's that cool tape
Hey, Jim,
dispenser.
have you ever made a tumbler?
I have.
Slip the tumbler in. I'd do it the other way. There you go.
Where's the cool little pliers?
Oh, I didn't bring the pliers.
Oh, so we're doing this with our fingers?
Yeah, man, we're gonna go. This is.
You have a pliers.
No, we're out in the open. This is. I have gloves.
Look at pink gloves. Shelby likes the pink gloves.
It's October.
Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And you have pink bags.
I have some pink pillows.
Oh, those are pillows?
Pillowcases.
And they're glittery. Shelby likes glitter. Is this supposed to go 60 seconds?
Yeah. 60 seconds, then you're going to turn it, right?
Yeah. I thought it was
and then we're
45
going to go
45.
for another 60.
I thought it was 45 and 45.
No.
Have you increased it?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I have kept it as it is. Got 8 seconds
8
left.
seconds.
Yep. So the only reason we're turning it is because at the top of the heat press, you got this little cold spot where the seams touch, and you want to make sure you got that covered. There you go. That's enough. Boom.
So now we
Easy.
go another minute.
Yeah.
Makes for great video.
So how's the show going so far?
It's busy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Well, we're busy. We're running around. And I see pretty good. I see pretty good floor traffic here.
Yeah, the traffic is great. Traffic is great. The folks are nice. I think it's, especially for the folks who have flown in internationally, they're loving it because they haven't done this show for the last 3 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And every single person I've spoken to is, oh my God, it's so good to be back at a show again.
It is.
Right?
I have to agree.
And they're all catching up with their colleagues or their friends, people they usually meet at trade shows. So it's been a good hit.
You like partnering with Muto here?
Yeah, we are. So we've been, Muto's been very kind here to partner with Craft Express, and really to demonstrate sublimation to go along with their Expert Jet printer, sublimation printer. So, and we've seen some pretty good success here today. Here we go. All right, you ready?
Yeah. Shelby's just waiting for me to burn myself.
Yeah, me too. This will be fun. It's okay. Shelby and I go to Quiznos right behind us to have lunch, and how cool is that? From blank to something.
That makes
In
for
2
some great
minutes.
video, right? Thank you, Vic. It's always
You're
a
welcome.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us.
All right. We are at Ray Scheidler's retirement party.
Or what I call my rewirement party.
Rewiring. I like that better. So have you been planning this for a little while?
I've been planning retirement for quite a while, but I mean, obviously this party I didn't know anything about. So,
So you've been in the industry a while.
a long while, yes.
And I was just having a conversation about something called the Wizard.
So the Wizard, fortunately, I can say the Wizard came before I joined X-Ray.
Right,
So,
I know that, and so that predates you.
Yes.
What instruments were in vogue when you joined?
So when I first started, I was in charge of photo products and digital imaging. So digital imaging was densitometry based at the time, so DTP32, DTP36 for the photo channels, and then a whole slew of photo instruments. But the same year that I joined was the first year that we introduced the DTP41. So strip reading spectrophotometer that just sort of changed the industry very quickly, right? So that was sort of like my entree into doing a lot of different things for X-ray. So.
And as you leave X-ray, you leave them with a really nice portfolio of I1 products that had just been recently upgraded and updated, like the Pro 3 and the Pro 3 Plus, which Shelby and I use in our consulting almost every day. What was that genesis like? Taking, because they had the little silver ones, right? The original I1 Pro when you started, and then you brought the Pro 2s and the Pro 3s, right?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's an interesting journey because, the DTP41 and then really the I1 came out and, stole a lot of thunder from the DTP41, right? Because it was smaller, easier to use, and in some ways more flexible. But then standards changed, right? And so some of the things that the first generation did was slower, and you had to sort of learn how to scan. We always talk about consultants knowing the speed to hand scan with. So when we introduced the 2, we introduced the idea of M1, which was something that happened, 14 years ago. And also the idea of being much faster. So we doubled the scan speed of the instrument, which meant and added little tracks in the thing, all of which meant that you didn't have to learn how to scan, you just scanned for the most part. So, that was one of the big things. But there were, things we've learned since then. And one of the things we learned is the industry is changing, right? So we made it faster again, but the Plus is the real game changer because now as we see sort of how color management started in the graphic cards in one place,
right.
Now we're seeing that same interest happening in wide format and textiles and all that kind of stuff. And that instrument, the Plus, with a larger aperture and polarization and stuff, was designed specifically for that market, right? So from my mind, this is the nice art. Was we always get to innovate based on what's happening in the industry, and that's a fun thing for me.
And so we'll close out with, you mentioned standard. So you're not completely leaving the industry, right?
Yeah, you can't get away. Once you have, ink in your veins, you can't really leave. So I'm no longer working for X-Rite, but I am still working in standards. So I'll still work with CGATs in the U.S., graphic arts standards, and still lead the U.S. technical advisory group for ISO. So, so all of that together then, gives me a path to keep the ink in my veins. So.
Well, thank you for your contributions
Thank
to
you.
the industry.
Thank you.
And good luck in rewiring.
You bet. Thanks.
All right, so that's our episode for this week. What did you think of it, Shelby?
So far, the show's been great. We're on day 2 now, but we have to get this episode out. I hope that we're going to have some more time to film over the next day or so for next week.
But it's been a lot of fun putting this episode together. Hopefully we'll get some additional content and give you more Printing United next week.